who struggles with time management, that makes me very proud that I am exactly on time for this. Thank you. Capricorntigress, you are now officially live. And let me make sure I fix this down here so I'm not just yeah. Okay, and I'm going to say hello to anyone who's watching, and I always give myself a like. So, okay. So, hello. I am Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. Welcome to my channel. You can order a reading by getting a super chat. Or you may order on is Hypesy, right? I'll put my little thing there, and then you can see where you can order your readings for when I'm going live doing the readings. Okay, so I've got that all in the chat. So I've done that. So I wanted to make sure I put that in the chat, and that is in the chat. I had agreed to come on and do this and go live via Hypsy. And if you have not checked it out, I want you to check out my account that I just created and made it public yesterday, I think, or yeah. I mean, I just made up my mind to do this in the middle of the night, I think. But it's hypsy.com. It's hypsee.com/Capricorntigress. I'm going to put a link in the description and probably in the comments whenever I'm done with this. So, but if you're on Hypsy, then and you like to get a reading from me, it goes all the way from $4 because there's a discount on right now, and if you book your reading with me, so you can get really discounted readings, because I'm usually much more expensive. But I figured I would come and do this because it's something different. I don't usually do this. As you guys know, I don't like going live very much, and I tend to go live sparingly. Yeah, but I think it's good because one, it'll give me more opportunities to meet with people, to help people, to actually do readings with people. And it'll also give me an opportunity to get to know more people on YouTube and from Hypsy and, or Hypsy, however you want to say it. And so I want to make sure that I am actually putting myself out there because I am willing to openly admit that I hide. And what do I mean by that? I mean, until I know for sure I've got, a reading or something that I've got to do, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, that I have my sun in the 12th house. And the 12th house is also, like my sun is also on the ascendant. So the 12th house wants to do one thing, and the first house or ascendant wants to do another thing. And the sun in the 12th house is already in detriment. I mean, come on, like who wants to hide the sun? Like, come on, that's a deep, dark place. Now I can't find it because I don't know if I might have saved it. I think I saved it on Blue Sky. And I'm going to post it in our community here on YouTube when I'm done, when I find it, okay? I have to get on my phone to do that. But I was looking at this picture of Neptune. But it wasn't Neptune that stood out about the picture. It was Triton, the moon. The moon of Neptune is humongous. Like, I mean, I can't even believe that was an AI. Like, Neptune looked like a speck, and it was in complete darkness. So imagine living in complete darkness of this moon, because it's so huge that your entire planet is darkened. I'm sure that Neptune must live in cover of night. All I saw was darkness. So I don't know if the moon turns and sometimes it gets lighter. The moon was so huge in comparison to Neptune. And Neptune is bigger than Earth, I'm pretty sure. So it really puts things into perspective. Like, wow, I have Neptune on the midheaven. And Neptune is also the ruler of the 12th house. There's a darkness to that 12th house. When I look at, even when I think about it, I get the EBGBs. It's totally engulfed in darkness. It was just a speck in the darkness of that moon, basically. And so I would think anyone, if there were people there, it would be something horrible it would just be all darkness and coldness. I'm sure it's ice and darkness. At least whenever the moon Triton is in that direction, there couldn't possibly be anything else happening. It's impossible. So when I think about Neptune or the 12th house being in that much darkness, wow, to never see the light on your face. That's in a song, I think, Killing Me Softly, right? To never see the light on your face. But imagine living in that way, that you never see the light, ever. What amazes me about a horoscope that, like my own, that has the sun in the 12th, but the sun is sitting on the ascendant. It's like, I'm in this darkness, yet I am facing the light, or I'm in the light, even though the darkness is behind me or around me. Somehow the light is right before me, right on me, shining on me. It sometimes, I think, gives people the impression that I'm a lot lighter and literally lighter. Sometimes I appear almost translucent. I've caught myself looking translucent, and I'm me, if that makes sense. But I know my sun is sitting on the ascendant. It's almost like my sun was like, I'm out of the darkness. And I feel like when I come and I go live, that's really what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm here. Take me out of the darkness. I'm out. I'm one out of the darkness. I'm done with the darkness, you guys, but my chart is very dark. I think I was born in the darkness. And God was kind enough to put my sun on the ascendant, like, thou shalt reach for the sunlight. Thou shalt have just a little bit of enlightenment and sun upon thy face. But only upon the face, though. It's not like I'm living in the light. That's all first house. Now, my chart is really weird. I mean, just to make sure I didn't enjoy that whole first house experience, Saturn, my chart ruler, because I'm a double Capricorn, was put in the first house, as though to say, I shall restrict you. You may be out of the darkness, but you are still restricted by the darkness. So Saturn is in my first house in Aquarius. Now, the weird thing about Aquarius, and this is so strange, right? As I said, restriction, is that Aquarius is totally engulfed in the first house. Capricorn's on the edge of the ascendant, Pisces is sitting on the edge of the second house. Pisces, I've got like the first couple of degrees of Pisces in my first house, but really big first house. I've got Capricorn, 17 degrees, all of Aquarius, and 2 degrees of Pisces, all in my first house. So if it does seem like, yeah, man, that's a pretty big personality sometimes, I do reel myself back, because I would be uncontrolled and unbridled, and I don't, my sun is in the 12th house, so I do hold myself back. I admit that. But, I would love to look at your chart. I can sit here and talk about my chart all night, because I know my chart, or my daughter's, but she don't like me to talk about her chart so much. But I love looking at the horoscope charts. That's one of my loved things to do. And in fact, I had so many horoscopes that I had put in at astrology.com that I had to go and actually purchase more space on astrology.com to put more horoscope charts in, because I had exceeded 1,000 or 10,000 or how many people I've collected. Because to me, every horoscope is sacred. Like, it's funny. My daughter is a Virgo, with a Virgo moon, Virgo sun, and Virgo Mercury all together. So for her, books and knowledge is sacred. And I respect that in her. She has a house filled with books. In fact, some of her books have spilled over to my house. I've got some of her books over here. But I realized that to her, books, that's sacred. And for me, there are certain things that are sacred too. And I just want to make that known, that I think we all have these different things that are sacred. For me, I feel like with Saturn and Aquarius in the first house, astrology, for one, is sacred for me. I believe in astrology like you breathe oxygen. I've been doing it since I was 17 years old. I mean, my first customer was 17. So that's a long time. I'm 62. It's a long time. And the funny thing about astrology is the basics of Western astrology doesn't change. It has not changed since the days of Babylonians. Now, I've seen different modalities. I've seen people create different modalities. Hell, I created my own modality. If you don't believe me, it's true. That I think even on YouTube, I started it, I just never promoted it. I've never done anything with it. But Astronumerolan, it's a combination of astrology, numerology, and alignments, because I'm a healer. I'm also a coach. So it's adding all of that into it. I feel like I can do more than just read a tarot card or tell you what your sun sign means. I feel like I was given an opportunity to help people on a deeper level than that. Because what I found was that sometimes I would get people that would come to me and they would have a burning question. And it might be something like, my boyfriend's cheating on me. I know it. He's already left me. I saw him with her in the car, and they were making fun of me. Like, imagine that. The person you love left you and they're mocking you. And it's funny, I could look in their chart and I could tell them what I saw. I could tell them, oh, that dude is no good. They're always going to cheat. They're probably going to cheat on the person they're cheating on you with right now. They probably already cheated and left that person already. You're with somebody who's no good. Now, I could tell them that. But what could I do to heal them from the wound, the pain, the anguish, the heartache, the loss of that? And that's why I went and got certified to do many other things. Because when you come to me, I want to not only identify the problem, I want to help you find a solution. And I want to be there if you need me to through the process of the solution, which is more life coaching or healing. But hey, I'm there. That's what I want to do. It's funny. With Saturn in the first house, I tend to hide. And that's what I do, because I've got Sun in the 12th house, Saturn in the first house, and Neptune in the midheaven. I mean, I hide. I told you Neptune's all darkness, all in darkness. And it's easy to do that. But my chart also has a North Node in Cancer. And I know that I'm here to help other people. It's in the 7th house. It's what I'm here to do. My moon's in the 4th house. And my Jupiter's in Pisces. I'm here to help other people. That's what the Sun in the 12th house really is, if you accept it. It's like your challenge, if you're here to accept it, is to be a healer, to help other people, to help them through the darkness. Do you accept this challenge? Yes or no? And for the most part, I was like, hell no. I'll go this far. I will not go that far. But I realize I have to go farther. And I want to be available, not just for fun, but because you might need someone to talk to. And maybe, all you can afford is $8.50. I don't know, because I've got something right here. It's like one question reading for $8.50. But I don't know why you would turn to someone. Why do people call psychics? Why do people call astrologers? Why do people do that? I don't know. Whatever reason it is, I want you to know I'm also here to do it, because I've been called to do this. And it's a hard thing, because it's not like I've been like this rich person or so profitable or so popular or any of those things. None of those things. But I have kept at this for almost 8 years, and it is my love. As far as on YouTube, I've been on YouTube for almost 8 years, 7 years. But I've been at astrology since forever. Like I said, I'm older now. So look, I'm going to do this because I just want to give you something. I pulled out a couple of decks, and I thought, why don't I do something where I'll just pull something for each sign. Just something, because we're all here. Why not give something? You got to give a little love, right? Give a little bit to get a little bit back, right? So I'm going to do a little bit, which is pull these cards are in every direction. And why does this deck feel extra thick in my hand? I've played with this deck before, but I don't know. It just feels like it's a double deck or something. I don't know. It's weird. I have not done tarot in a while, so that could be why. I think the last time I came on, I did some oracle cards. I think I did one tarot show. I've not done my readings. Like I usually did a lot of tarot readings a few years back. And then I just decided this past year I was going to go almost 100% into astrology. Why? Because that's my jam. My peanut butter and jelly is astrology, okay? That's what I love. Now, do I do cards? Yeah, I understand all the cards. Not only that, I do intuitive readings too, where I just close my eyes and spirit leads me to special cards. That's amazing. I do that on the internet, on my computer. I've got something like 5,000 cards downloaded into my computer. I kid you not. That's how obsessed I am with this kind of stuff. And it is amazing. Gotten, if you look in or just type in search, like in my intuitive readings, you'll see it's amazing the information I get from them. I mean, it really does work. It's crazy. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting and I wanted to share that with everybody. So I don't know if anyone is actually with me on YouTube. It looks like I do have someone watching me right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling some cards for the signs. If anyone wants to get a personal reading, the way you would do that, hey, it's my baby, Christiana. She's got my number one. Hey, sweetie pie. So my baby's out there. Hello, Precious. Hey, I'm going to do, you know what? You're going to be the second reading because I'm going to do Leo first and then I'm going to do Virgo. So Virgo is coming up right after Leo. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and pull up what we've got for Leo. And again, if you are on Hype C watching this or YouTube or wherever you're seeing this, and you want to get a reading, a professional reading, you can get your personal reading instead of just me doing what I'm doing here, because I'm just going to do a general reading for each of the zodiac signs. But you can get that at hypec.com/Capricorntigress. I put the link up in the chat. I'm sure I'll have it in the description after this, and we'll go ahead and do it. Now, I'm doing the first sign, which is Leo, and I'm just pulling whatever comes out. Let's hope they don't fall on the floor. Of course, I'm going to try to limit it to 10 cards max, but I'm just pulling whatever comes out, okay? So let's see what we get for each of the signs. We're on the sign of Leo, and I just want to see what the Divine Spirit wants to tell Leo. Wait a minute, Leo, gotta hold up. Let's see what's going on with Leo. So we've got a couple of things, Leo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I need one more. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. All right. Oh. I just need one. This came out. Oh, Leo, what are you going through? Lord, Leos. Let's talk about it. So I see a Page of Cups here, Leo. So we start out, you know, this is kind of like a When the Pigs Fly card. This is the When Pigs Fly card. And that just means it's something that comes out of the blue. It's unbelievable. Like, what? When you see the pig flying up there, do you see that? It's also someone coming up to you and making you some kind of offer or telling you something. You're like, you're right. I don't believe that mess. They might be calling you on the phone telling you something. You don't believe a word of it. And so you're like, I don't believe you. I'm holding on to everything I got. I'm holding on to my money. You ain't touching my stuff. You one of them scammers. But I think you really want the world. I mean, you want money, right? You want success. You want to be successful. You want to take a chance. You want to stand on the top. You want something to work. And the Hangman's in reverse. Now, let me tell you something. When the Hangman isn't in reverse, it's saying that, you know, you're kind of grounded, you're centered, you're in a centered place, you're making your decisions from a place of centeredness. When it's not, I mean, look at her. She's all upside down. She's all discombobulated. She ain't centered out on it. She might fall and hurt herself like them girls that go up high on a pole and fall and break the neck and stuff. I'm just saying, it was in reverse. There's no centeredness. And right after, we got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, I do like that the Ten of Swords is in reverse because it's not someone specifically stabbing you in the back, but the situation's not good. It's the Ten of Swords. Hopefully you're coming out of an oppressive situation, especially where you felt mentally oppressed, right? I always think of the Ten of Swords like when people are just saying bad things. You're hearing bad things. They're saying bad things. You know, they're talking bad about you, talking loud, saying nothing. And it's always somebody usually stabbing you in the back. But you got the High Priestess. You're going to know this. You sense this, Leo. You sense that something's not right. Oh, and that's why at the last minute you're going to win. In the current position, I did not see that was in the current position. Oh my God, you got the Chariot. You sense that is wrong. You see them. You're like, this damn snake in the grass. I don't trust her behind. And because your wisdom of knowing it, you win. Victory comes in at the last minute because of your intuition, that inner sense, especially if you're a generator. I was just talking to my daughter, manifesting generator tonight, telling her to trust her gut. Trust your gut, Leo. And it's going to lead you to this Chariot. It's coming in fast. And it was in the current position. Ace of Swords. That is victory, period. It wants to come to you. Let it come. I mean, Ace of Swords on the Chariot. Ace of Swords on the Chariot, y'all. Ace of Swords on the Ace of Swords on the Chariot. It's Leo's season. You use your intuition. Let it come in. I think some Leos, though, have been so worried. I've been worried. Having nightmares, bad dreams. And oh, Lord. And the final card is because someone broke your heart. You've already had bad stuff happen, right? I think when someone's had bad stuff happen, it is so hard to get them to believe that anything good can come after that. Especially if it's something or someone you really believed in and they really let you down. That is so hard to come back from. Oh my God. I know. I've been there. I know all about that. For real. That is so hard to believe that you're going to get this Ace of Swords. You're like victory in everything. What the hell are you talking about? I ain't got victory in nothing right now. What are you talking about? Yeah. You can win in everything. Because this is there. But it's going to take a certain belief system from you. You're going to have, let me just see if there were any double cards here. No. No. All different messages. But you had 4 major arcana. And the first was the Chariot. So whatever I'm about to tell you, I want you to know that the capacity to win and to win quickly, it's coming out of the blue. You didn't expect it. It's coming fast. It might be coming from a Cancer. You might have Cancer rising, Cancer moon, I don't know. But the High Priestess is there. It's because you're using your intuition. It's something you're feeling in your gut. Something intuitively is telling you what to do. Even though this Hangman is not, you've got to get yourself centered. You're not centered. And maybe until you get yourself centered, it ain't going to happen the way you want it to happen because you're not centered. But when it does, here's that wheel. I'm telling you, this wheel wants to come. You want to be on top of the world. You want to have it all. You do. Who doesn't? Right? Who doesn't want to be successful? Who doesn't want things going their way? So get yourself centered so you can have it all. On the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. That is you walking toward money and your success. So go toward it, okay? Stop fretting about what you don't have and start walking toward what you want. Because what you want, I think, wants you to come toward it and get it. But you're going to have to use your intuition, okay? All right, Leo. I hope this general reading for Leos resonates with Leo out there. And also, if you want to have more, remember you can find out more. You can get a reading with me, a personalized reading, by doing a super chat right here on YouTube. I'll accept that super chat. Or you can go to Hypesy and / Capricorntigress, hypesy.com / Capricorntigress. And there I have specials there where you can get readings for like order your reading for like $4 or $8 or $17 or whatever, depending on what you're trying to get from me. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's go on to Virgo. I know my daughter was out there earlier, and I want to see, because I'm nosy, and I want to see what the cards are going to tell Virgo, especially my daughter. She got so much Virgo up in here, and I want to know. I always paid attention to Gemini and Virgo, because my daughter has Gemini rising. And Virgo. Oh, that flew out. What? My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Anybody who watched me last night know what I'm doing. I've been singing this ever since I got it in my head about this. I made a group about it. I've just been promoting this whole happy, healthy millionaire. My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy. I had to make a song about it. Like, I don't know why I had to make a song. I feel like I hear the whole song in my whole head. And I wish I could have everybody else hear it the way I hear it in my mind. It's hilarious. Okay. All right. Oh, what? Okay. Something going on with the child. It's interesting stuff happening. Let's go on. Oh, this is an important card. Let's see. Oh, it popped out. I don't know what's going on. What the Lord? Oh, that popped out. What's going on? I don't know why I'm looking. I'm like, this is for every Virgo, and I'm over here thinking it's just for my kid, right? Because she's a Virgo. Oh, wait. That's too many, though. That's too many. Let's go ahead and see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see. Oh. I know you, Mr. Cards. You what? There you go. Okay. Let me check something about this one. I just want to be on the... Make sure I got it right before I tell the child what I'm about to tell the child. Oh, Lord have mercy. How dare it? How dare that be the end of the damn message? Okay, so this is what's going on for some Virgo. Let's not forget, before I start this message for Virgo, that right now, the sun is in Leo. I got this little curl sitting on my head. And what does that mean for Virgo? That means that the sun is in your 12th house. All the 12th house stuff I was talking about earlier. Feeling like you're in darkness with Neptune, because the 12th house is ruled by Neptune. Being engulfed by darkness. I feel like some Virgos are feeling that. Okay. And so when I read these cards, I want you to be cognizant of the reality that we're dealing with this 12th house energy. This 12th house energy is affecting you, okay? So just understand that. But after the 12th house comes the first house. Then it comes you, okay? So I want you to keep an eye on, a focus on what you want, what's coming. Because you're about to have your new beginning of the year when the moon is new in Virgo, okay? So the first card you got is the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, I could have just put down the cards and said, screw it, I'm done. Because no matter what I tell you from that first card on, I know that when it comes to money, you win. Okay. That's why I started singing the Happy Healthy Millionaires. Some Virgos, I think, got money coming in ways that you don't expect, you didn't know. I mean, it's like the gold is just pouring from the hands there, right? You've got money that wants to come into your hands. And here's the thing. The Ace of Pentacles is your ace. This is Virgo's ace. It's the highest card I could have pulled. And it was your first card. So no matter what else I tell you, you've got money coming. Congratulations. Okay. This is for real. The money's coming. I believe that because that's your ace. It is what it is. Now, getting to that ace and all this other stuff, there's a lot going on in your cards. I was kind of shocked by the cards that came out. So I'm going to take you through a journey because these cards took me through a journey when I was just pulling them. Okay. All right. The first card, I guess because we got the Ace of Pentacles, was the Four of Wands, celebrating. Celebration. Celebrating, I think, after a lot of hard work to finally get the Ace of Pentacles, to finally get the money you are owed or deserved or are worthy of, that you know you're worthy of this money. Or you had some project that wasn't coming through and it finally came through. Or wherever this money is coming through, this is a celebration. It's a celebration because you got to the Ace of Pentacles. You hit the pinnacle. Okay? Of financial wealth. The potential is there. And I feel like you went through hell to get it. It didn't just come overnight. It's a lot of hard work you went through. A lot of hard work. It's been hard. You were just about to give up, to throw in the towel. It's been almost impossible. But your intuition, your psychic ability, there's something inside of you telling you something else is coming. It's better. You know it. You feel it. It is. It is what it is because it's true. There's something inside of you that's giving you this psychic vibe, like, I know it's going to get better. I can feel it. You can feel yourself move. Look at that. Six of Swords moving away. You feel yourself moving away, literally moving away. Some Virgos might be literally moving. I mean, actually moving. Okay. But this is a mental moving away because for Virgo, I feel like a lot of this battle has been mental. You're fighting your mind. When I see the Six of Swords, it's telling me you're going to be moving away from it. And where are you moving away from? Into the Emperor. Oh, into your power. How nice. Because right now we've got Saturn in Aries. We've got Neptune in Aries. They're retrograde. I think they're going to be going forward soon. But I feel like some Virgos need to get back to their power. Some Virgos have relinquished their power. And I don't think that you should relinquish your power. It's time to reclaim your power. Okay? You're the leader. You're the decision maker. You're the executive. You can be that, Virgo. You know all of the details. Who knows the details better than a Virgo? And here's the devil. Now, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, like my daughter's dealing with me, who's out here saying, my daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires all day long. But it's most likely that you're dealing with the desires of your own heart. Okay? The things that sometimes trip us up. The devil is a tempter. That's what the devil does. The devil makes us think about the things that are dark or evil or bad for us or decadent. Oh, decadent, such a great word for the devil. It's temptation, right? It's caving into the darkness, caving into the negativity, caving into the 7 deadly sins, the devil. And that's in your current position. So you're fighting that now. Okay, that's what you're fighting right now. Right now. Okay. But you got the Star right after that, telling me you need to first of all, latch onto a star, latch onto a dream, latch onto a belief system that's bigger than you are. see that star like in a universe far beyond where she is. That's what the star represents. It's also Aquarius, but it's having that big thought, dream, idea, plan, act, whatever. Inventing something new, dreaming something new, believing something that's out of this world. And right after, the Nine of Pentacles. I think this is what most people think you're doing, or that you are capable of anyway. You're capable of reaching for more, grabbing for more, enjoying more, having more, living better, and having a decent, prosperous life. Isn't that what Virgo wants anyway? I was a little concerned about this, but I think I get it for Virgo. It was the wheel. The wheel is, in reverse. And this can be some really heavy things. I'm going to tell you what it said here, so you understand where the shadow of this is, because it ended on this shadow. And first of all, can I just say that the wheel is about, I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me expand my experience. I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me transform and expand my experience, okay? So this can be misfortune. It could be karma. It could be a need to relinquish control, the ups and the downs of life, the inevitability of change, an unexpected setback. So it's about learning to enjoy constant regeneration. Life doesn't just stay the same, right? It doesn't. Every time we spin, we have a chance to cycle upward in our own expansion and enlightenment, to do better. We have a chance to grow. Trying to control the outcome of the wheel of fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. And on the bottom of the deck, it's the Judgment. This is it. It's done. Whatever the decision is has been made. This is why I keep saying my daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires, because I want that to be the judgment. Now, I can't force it. Of course, we have to flow with whatever fate. When I was talking to my daughter about fate earlier, because someone showed up out of the blue and handed her money. Someone she hadn't seen in 10 years. And she kept seeing a certain number over and over. And there's certain things that are out of our control that are part of fate. Fate. Some things are fated to be. Like when I began saying my daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires, it resonated with me. Not because it's necessarily true at the moment, but because it resonated so deeply with my spirit. It felt true instantly from the moment I said it. So I turned it into a song. My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. I love that. So I'm like to pull the cards apart. So I want to see what's going on with the cards. So when I did that, I saw the Ace of Pentacles. All by itself there. It is your ace. I feel like no matter what's going on, you're going to be financially, something big financially is coming, I think, for Virgo. There's no getting around that. But you had a lot of major arcana. I didn't realize it. You had the wheel, right? That wheel was reversed, but I turned it right side up because when it's right side up, it just means you have a chance at life, to take a chance, that lucky spin, to spin that dice. You had the star. That's latching on to a new belief system, right? My daughter and I being happy, healthy millionaires, that's a new belief system. Something like that. There's the devil. There's the temptation, maybe to slide back into old thinking, to think negatively, to think, in a negative way. But there's the emperor saying, no, I'm taking control. I'm in control of this. This is my life. I control this. And the high priestess. The high priestess is using your intuition and your gut and that inner knowledge and your crown chakra. It tells you what you need to know. And I think for some Virgos, they already know inside. And maybe that's what the judgment is about. But whatever it is, I think it's going to be in your favor. I think that's the beauty of it, okay? So no fighting, no quibbling, no worrying. Good things are coming. Believe that, Virgo. It's meant to be. Rise to your power, stay in your power, and good things are on their way to you. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm so glad that I was able to do this reading for the sign of Virgo, especially since I saw that my daughter was here, and that was the least I could do for Virgo, since a Virgo showed up here for me. So, lucky Virgo. So I'm looking here just to see if we've got any messages on Hype C. I noticed we've got a couple of people watching. We are about to move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Libra. And if you're, by the way, if you're a Virgo, other than my daughter, let me know. If you're a Libra, let me know. It's nice to know if this resonates for anyone and who's out there. Again, if you like to do a super chat where I can do a personal message for you, you can do so by, I think somewhere somewhere you can do a super chat. And if you can't find that, you can always order on Hype C. I also put a link in the chat to Hype C for anyone who needs to figure out where they can go and order a personal reading. So I'm moving on to the next sign right now, which is Libra. And we've actually got a couple of cards that have already come out for Libra. I'm trying to do 10 spreads if I can for each of the signs. Now, if I'm having trouble getting to cards, I'm just going to do a basic, maybe 6 spread. But so far, I've been able to get to these 10 spreads pretty well. So Libra, let's see what's going on for Libra. Okay, all right. Just a few more cards for you, Libra. I'm telling the sign of Libra. Oh, okay. So that's a special message for Libra, that's for sure. Okay, we've got a couple of cards that fell out here. And I just need one more card for Libra, if you will. One more card for Libra. And I want one that actually shows up. There we go. Oh, how beautiful. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So Libra. I love that your first card started with the Empress. You've got the Empress here, and the Empress is a great card. The Empress lets us know that we are creative. And you are creative, Libra. You're very creative. And I feel like you're budding with new ideas. Some Libras have a lot of ideas. They're bursting with these new ideas. So maybe you're working on some creative projects right now. Maybe you're working with people. You might be working on some things personally, so they're like your babies. Some Libras might be pregnant, actually pregnant, or about to have babies. And look, Two of Cups. Some Libras might be pregnant or married or about to get married or in committed relationships. How Libra is that? That could be happening. And you could be with an Aries, perhaps. There's the Emperor here that is your opposite sign. That's your natural partner is showing up here, the Aries. But it could just be that you're taking, making decisions and things like that. But here's the Nine of Cups. I do sense that some Libras are really, there's this relationship going on. Maybe you are in a loving relationship, maybe getting married. There's a King of Cups right after it. Look at that. Lots of love. I'm feeling romance and relationships, but I don't know if you see it. Two of Swords. I don't know if you're in your mind, if you're able to actually see the potential that's around you for these relationships. I feel like some Libras feel like they've been working hard and not been getting anywhere for a long time. This is the Ten of Swords, or Ten of Wands. It came out in reverse. I want to make sure I don't miss any of the things on that. But as far as I know, this is just a lot of, just clinging to responsibilities, divided attention, some difficulty asking for help. The oppression, there's martyrdom, letting go of someone else's expectations, and there's just this need to stand up for yourself. So not only do you not see the potential because of the Two of Swords, but this Ten of Wands is making you not stand up for yourself on top of that, and then you got the Ten of Swords. So some Libras might not feel that strong. Maybe you got stabbed in the back. Maybe you had a relationship that didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, and it really affected you. Because Libras are really ruled by their relationships. Like for Libra, a relationship, a marriage, a partnership, anything like that is so important. That's everything for Libra. Like Libras live in relationships. That's the realm that Libras are in. And so if you're not dealing with a significant other, I mean, you got the Three of Pentacles next, and start working with other people. I feel like if you start working with other people, maybe on pet projects even, that'll pull you out of the doldrums, and it'll also start to bring you money. Maybe it's just on hobbies or something like that, but you need to be around other people. Libras need to connect with another person, and a Libra alone is not a happy Libra. I'm telling you, when you start working with other people, you'll win. It ended on the Sun. And maybe it means that, because right now it's Leo season, and Leo is sextile Libra, so it's positive. And perhaps it means, it's going to remain positive, or it'll happen when it's in your sun sign, which is Libra. So we've got to get past Leo and Libra. That's coming up. Libra is in October. So we got to get past September. And I feel like, hold on, because it's coming, whatever it is. That Three of Pentacles. You've had a lot. You had two tens. Two tens tells me that whatever you've been going through, it's coming to an end. So yeah, it's ending. You're ready for it to end too. I feel like some Libras have been through enough. Like you've been through enough, and you're just ready for it to end. You're ready for something new to come in anyway. You're just done. Some Libras might just be waiting for this King of Cups to come in, or offer love, And I feel like it's coming, whatever it is. If you're a Libra and you've been wondering, am I going to get love? I think an offer of love does want to come to you, because you got the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Cups. Does love want to come to Libra? Yeah, it does. I mean, you might not feel like you have it now, but I think it definitely wants to come to you. And especially when I look, oh yeah, look at this. This is why I pulled the cards apart. I would have missed it. We had the Sun, the Emperor, and the Empress. The Sun tells me that you're going to win. So if you're a Libra and you want to know, do you have love and romance coming? Yes. The Emperor and the Empress is telling me there it is. It's the couple. It's the perfect couple. It's the couple that stays together forever. It's Ma and Pa and Grandpa and Grandma. Look at that. She's pregnant with a whole clan. So I feel like some Libras might be getting married. I said I felt that. Look at that on the bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. Yeah, you got to have passion and desire. If this is what you want, manifest it. Tell yourself, I am worthy of, or my perfect mate is on his way to me. My perfect mate is coming. My perfect mate is here. My perfect love is meant for me. My perfect love is coming. My perfect love is here. My perfect mate finds me. My perfect mate loves me. My perfect mate sees the beauty in me. My perfect mate was meant for me. My special person is right outside of my perimeter. Like it's happening. Nothing can stop me and my special person from getting together because we're meant to be. Right? This is what you need to be telling yourself. Me and my special person, we are definitely moving toward each other because we're definitely meant to be. In this lifetime and in all lifetimes, right? So I hope that resonated with you, Libra. So let me go ahead and move on to Scorpio before I run out of energy. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all don't know me, but you're going to get to know me because I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm 62 years old. And what that means is I work until I run out of energy. Now, I might say I'm going to do 12 readings, but that doesn't mean I've got all the energy to do 12 readings right now. I might have to come back tomorrow to finish the rest or whatever, because I can tell you right now, and I'm going into Scorpio, and I'm a Capricorn, and I don't even think I've got the energy to get to Capricorn, because first of all, I didn't eat yet today, and I feel like, you know, I got type 2, so I need to always be careful about that. So we're doing Scorpio. I'm just pulling a few cards for Scorpio. We're going to see what this message is for Scorpio. And I think we got something here for Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Let's see what we're telling Scorpio. I just saw something really great for Scorpio. Scorpio. What we're telling Scorpio. We got some pussy. I just realized I had some collard greens in there. I need to cook up them collard greens. Cook up the collards. Oh, Scorpio. What in the world I'm telling Scorpio? Scorpio, you are going to want to stick around to hear about this, Scorpio. Oh, whoa. I'm gonna take it. I know I shouldn't have. There were other stuff that came out, but I'm not doing 12, I'm doing 10. That's the way I feel. So, first card you got was the 5 of Wands. Some Scorpios are battling or fighting or in a battle with somebody. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But you're fighting. I think you've been in a battle with people for a minute. And there's the Magician. I don't know how. So Scorpio, somehow you've been manifesting or, managed to get out of it, Mr. Scorpio. Somehow it's because the Magician has all the skills you need to win a fight. I don't care what they're throwing at you. You're the Magician. You didn't win that fight already. You've got all the tools. all the skills, all the abilities needed to win the fight. Now, you might have been fighting illness too. Okay, so that could be, because there you are, King of Cups, right there, Scorpio, right up in your own reading. And I don't know what you've been battling. I don't know what you've been fighting. I know you're the magician. I know that you can create what you want, obviously, with you sitting on the magician like that. And you also got the Fool. I feel like this is about you taking a chance, you doing something as the magician, maybe taking a chance at something. You also got the Knight of Cups. How another Scorpio card? Maybe you want to make an offer to somebody. Maybe you've been thinking about it. I'm telling you, I feel like if you do it, it's going to win. Look at the sun, you win. That's where the energy is. If you're thinking about, should I accept this date? Should I ask her out? Should I date that Scorpio guy? And right in the current position, Ace of Swords. You win. It's your victory. You win, Scorpio. You win. Should you do it? Yes. Hail to the yes. Yes. Right after that, 10 of Cups. You win. Scorpio has achieved maximum emotional security. You win. Got the King of Wands. I don't know if some Scorpio is thinking about a Leo. Maybe it's Leo season. Aries or Saggy, but you win. And there was a Knight of Swords in reverse. So it started with a battle and you fighting. And I don't know if it's that you're fighting to get this love. Is that what the fight is about? Maybe you're fighting somebody for somebody. I don't know. But it kind of ends in a way on a battle too, because the Knight of Swords is like military reconnaissance almost. I'm going to tell you exactly what it says for it in reverse as far as these cards are concerned. So it's the Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords. It's unfocused and scattered energy. I just wanted to make sure, because this fight, right? Impatience, acting too quickly. So acting too quickly in the fight, especially if it's a fight to win the love that you want. The need for a logical solution, feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, stalling, being hard-edged, and emotionally unavailable, unpredictability. Ooh. I move quickly to help others, and as I do, my dream expands. I move quickly to help others. You run the risk of being overly forceful or domineering. So yeah, it's not about you. I'm saying, yeah, still go after what you want, but you might, you don't want to be too over, you don't want to be domineering. You don't want to scare somebody away. Being too forceful, too domineering can scare people away. Like, you will this and you will that. Somebody come and tell me you will anything, I'm gonna be like, you will get the hell out of my face. That's what you will do. So, everybody's different, but you gotta approach gently, Scorpio. Use your emotional capacity. That's what's going to work the best if you go in it at that point, emotionally. The funny thing is, you had two kings in this reading and two knights. The two kings, I think, is that there's guys. I think men will help you in your fight. And if you're a woman, men, I think, are going to help you in what you're doing. And I think you can get advice from men. I think either way, it might be that you have two different men. There's the potential of maybe even as many as 4 suitors if you're a woman. And maybe the fight is over you. They're fighting. There's only 2 kings out of it. So just that there's a King of Wands and a King of Cups. You may be the King of Cups. The King of Wands might be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. That's your opposition. That's also after what you want. That's why you're in the fight. Okay. So you had 3 major arcanas. You had the Sun, the Fool, and the Magician. The Sun tells me you win, no matter what it is. The Fool tells me you need to take a chance, no matter what it is. And the Magician tells me you have all the tools you need to succeed, no matter what it is. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Oh, and don't forget that lucky ace in the hole, ace of swords, you had that as well. That is victory, total, complete victory at whatever it is you're attempting. On the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Maybe make that call. This might have something to do with money. If it does, that's about you getting some kind of call or document about money, I think. Anyway, that's my reading for you, Scorpio. Hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if you're a Scorpio, and if that resonated or made any sense to you whatsoever. So let's move on to the next sign. And the next sign is the sign of Sagittarius. I realized I wanted to get the Sagittarius because, first of all, I always tell you guys this, but in Eastern astrology, I am a double Sagittarius. Although in Western astrology, I am a double Capricorn. Okay? So I want to at least do Capricorn, a Sagittarius and Capricorn. Okay? At least try to get that far before I give up. At least get to those, before losing energy. So I'm just going to quickly shuffle, and then we're going to pull these cards for the sign of Sagittarius. Again, if you'd like to get a reading with me, a personalized reading, not just a general reading for your sun sign, but a personalized reading, you can get a super chat right here on YouTube. I will accept a super chat, or you can order on Hypeseat. I've got a special where, you can order on Hypeseat, so you can always do that as well. So let's move on to Sagittarius. What are we telling Saggy? There's a couple of cards coming out. We've got just a few more to go. Let's see. Oh, wow. A couple that came out here. All right, Saggy. That's interesting. We need 3 more. Let's try again. Sagittarius. Oh, you're the first person to get that tonight. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Just need a couple more cards, Saggy. Okay, I just have 1 pop out. Need another. Oh, I got 2. I'll take them. Okay. So, here's what we got, Saggy. Here's what we got. And I always joke when I start these, I always look so cute and everything. And by the time I'm done, my hair is all over. I always say I'm like a Whitney Houston concert. I get all disheveled. Your first card, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like some Sagittariuses are walking toward the money. You've wanted the money. You have been hoping for money for a minute. I feel like some Sagittariuses have been thinking about money for a minute. Why? Because not only did you have this Knight of Pentacles, but right after is the 7th of Pentacles. I feel like you're walking toward the money, but I feel like you have been planting and plotting and hoping for this money, Sagittarius, for a while. You want this to grow. You've been waiting for this to grow. You're about ready to walk away. 8 of Cups. You're like, I have put my heart and soul into this, to making this money, into getting this thing, into making this real, into getting what I want. And I haven't got it yet. And I'm about to walk away because I'm tired. I'm tired of putting out all that and not getting anything. This might have to do with love. I just had that feeling, Lord. I had that feeling it might have to do with love because that I just had that vibe. And here we are, the Lovers. This might be a decision that you have to make about love. And the question is, are you ready to make the decision? Like, are you ready for that? I do see the Nine of Cups right after. I'm telling you, it's about love. Okay, Saggy. Nine of Cups is you getting your desires. And it could be romance, it could be love. But it's you getting your desires, you getting what you want. You're getting close to it. And right after the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. I love the Ten of Pentacles. This is getting you, this is everything. I'm telling you, especially Saggy, if you wanted a good relationship, if you wanted a good partner, or a good marriage. Because when you look at this picture, right, it's everything. It's the husband or the wife. It's the beautiful, like the lamps with the pearls or diamonds on them. It's the children that are happy and playing, and the dog even. And some of the Ten of Pentacles, they even have the grandmother in there. They're happy. And it's feeling like you've got what you want, that you're financially taken care of. That feeling. In the current position, the King of Cups. This is a really strong feeling of emotional security. And I think, Saggy, who doesn't want to feel emotionally secure? Now, you could also be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But I do just feel like this is that feeling of emotional security. But right after, it's the Tower. And I'm wondering, the King of Emotions, you might have this big emotional experience, and that creates a Tower moment. Sometimes when we get really emotional, it can create a Tower moment. So I want you to be really aware of that, Sagittarius, about your emotions, about this Tower moment. But sometimes when we're building something and it was built faulty, it wasn't built on solid ground, it was built on faulty, shaky ground, it falls apart. And some of our growth is about letting that fall apart. Yeah, we might get all into our emotions, Mr. King of Cups, after it falls apart, but that's okay. We're going to rebuild it. How? Probably with the help of others, with our friends, other people we're working with, people we know. We'll work together, maybe you'll be able to build some new project, something that'll make money. Three of Pentacles, working together with a group of people to be profitable. Maybe people will help you. And it's funny, after that you have the Five of Pentacles. I wonder if some Sagittarius have just been worried about money. And if so, I think that Three of Pentacles is letting you know, when you work with other people, that's when you're able to get out of that vibe of not having enough. Because I feel like Two of Wands. Some Sagittarius have been just dreaming of having more, doing more, going to more places, traveling more, being more, experiencing more. Right? On the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. I feel like when you use your intuition, Sagittarius, to get what it is you want, instead of just complaining and being sad about what you don't want, I want you to actively concentrate on what you want. And when you master doing that, I think you're going to learn how to bring in what you want. But you first have to learn how to do that. And it's not easy to do. I've been working on doing that with my daughter over the last couple of days. And I'm telling you, it's not easy to do. So you only had two major arcana. And it's the Lovers and the Tower. And on the bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. So use your intuition. Use your insight. Use your intuition. Look, if there's a possibility of you having a lover that, everything's going to fall apart, it's probably supposed to fall apart, or it's going to fall apart. But you know this now because I done told you. So use your intuition and don't play stupid. Okay? I'm just saying. Those were the only two major arcana. There were nothing else. That message was real. So, that's for people, I think, in a relationship, a lover's situation, maybe. I don't think it's stable. I'm sorry, Sachi. Especially if it's with, you know, a Pisces or something like that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Sorry, Sachi. I wish I had better news to tell you. But like, you got the High Priestess as, you know, there. You know. I ain't telling you nothing you don't know. Especially if this has anything to do with your money. Because I remember in the beginning you had issues with money here. And it might be that, I don't know, but you know, whatever it is, you know what it is. You've been worried over it anyway. You already know. I hope you ain't. I don't want to see no Sagittarius with no Pisces. Saggy, you know better than being with a Pisces. I'm just saying. Some Sagittarius out there trying to make it work. That fire and water don't ever work, girl. That fire and water don't ever work. Just saying. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn. What in the world we're telling Capricorn? See, this is why I don't go live, because I'll start singing and oh my God, the Capricorn card came out first. That card is always Capricorn to me, always. Oh my goodness, we got a whole bunch of cards. Let's see what we got going. Oh, and this is in the, oh, that's in the current position. Yep. I believe it, Capricorn. Oh, Cappy. Why are we like that, Capricorn? Why, you know, why we do this mess, Cappy? See, this is what I got a message. I'm going to tell y'all about yourself. I mean, hold on. Why am I going to tell everybody off? Why am I going to tell Capricorn off? I don't know. Hold on, Cappy. So let's start from the beginning, okay? Because I feel like this is a whole message for Capricorn. Okay, whole message. Capricorn, your first card was the Eight of Pentacles. And when I see the Eight of Pentacles, I always think of Capricorn. Why? Look at her. Oh, she's thinking about money. Money on her mind. Okay. Mind on the money and the money on the mind. And she's learning new stuff to make more money. She's not even content with the amount of money. Eight of Pentacles? Oh gosh, no. She wants to get higher than that. So she got her mind on the money and the money on the mind because she wants more. This is a Capricorn. Okay. When I see the Eight of Pentacles, I always see a Capricorn. And I cannot believe that was your first card. I almost screamed. Because we are constantly hustling. Capricorns climb that mountain. That's what we do. A Capricorn that ain't climbing the mountain ain't a good Capricorn. That's something wrong with that Capricorn. They ain't doing it right. Just saying. And next we got the Three of Pentacles right on top of it. I love it. What is this telling me? Oh, I love it. Capricorn, when you work together with other people to learn how to make money, how to be prosperous, how to get ahead, how to do something, how to learn something new. When you do that, you're going to be successful. You might meet people who are successful, people who might help, you know, push your career. You might come across them, or they may come across you. You might even meet a lover amongst them, people that you're working with, perhaps. It might just be that you've got to make a decision or have already made a decision about love. I'm not sure. Look at this Three of Cups. It is about working with people. I'm telling you, I feel it. And I feel like when you work with other people, Capricorn, you're going to be successful. You're going to get what you want. I don't know if you've been working with other people up until now, but when you start doing that, you're going to win, Capricorn. You're going to win. Oh, yes, you are. And it's the Judgment. Oh, my gosh. It's a judgment. We win, Capricorn. We win. We win. Now, before I go on, I've told you that you win. You don't believe it. You got the 4 cups in the current position, sitting around thinking, why they always getting stuff? I don't got that. I've been doing this longer than anybody. I know more than everybody else. I only got 4 darn cups. Why aren't I getting ahead? Why don't I got money? Why am I only got 3 views on my YouTube video? It's Capricorn, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Capricorn? This is you now in the current position, fretting over what you ain't got. In your head over what you ain't got. And who you ain't got. And why you ain't got it. And what could happen if you don't get it. And why you didn't get it before. And why you might not get it tomorrow. Child, y'all just worried about all kind of stuff. And none of it is necessary. Nightmares. But you need to be patient. Don't you dare give up. Oh, Capricorn. I feel like a mom. I'm telling you something. Don't make me take up my switch. Capricorn. Don't you dare give up. You got to be patient. It doesn't happen overnight. Hey, look, we're Capricorns. Okay, let me tell you something. Capricorn is ruled by time. Most Capricorns will not experience success until you're old. I don't think I've experienced it yet, and I'm 62. I also think I'm sexier now at 62 than I ever was before. But, you know, that's a whole thing. It's a Capricorn thing. We get better when we get older. So don't you dare give up now, because you haven't even gotten there yet, especially if you're only in your 30s. You're barely up on the roof. Look, it ends on a 4 of Wands. This is us partying because we won. Because we win. We already had the sun in there. It already told me we won before we got it. I already knew it. But you may not feel that you're winning. See, that 4 of Cups is reflective of how you're feeling, not reality. And that's the message. You're meant to win. You just got to believe that. Look at the 7 of Swords on the bottom. You might be looking all over the place. You've got so many opportunities to win. There's so many options, and you might be tempted to try to get shortcuts and do underhanded things and, not do it the right way. But I'm telling you, do it the right way. You're meant to win. It might not just not come the way you want it to come or when you want it to come. But does that mean that it's not coming? No, it's still coming. It's still coming. It's just not coming the way you want it to be. It's not happening the way you want it to happen, but it's still coming. You had 2 3s and 2 4s. I feel like, yeah, it's coming. The relationship is coming. The new partnership is coming. The new clients are coming. They're all coming. But you got to be patient. Okay? That's what has to happen. So please tell me you're going to exercise that patience. Because look, one of the biggest and most amazing characteristics, by the way, of a Capricorn is their incredible patience for climbing up what appears to be incredible, impossible passages on rocks, on mountains. Mountains that no other animal would ever dare try to climb. But a Capricorn will patiently and painstakingly walk along the rocks and find ways to continue climbing long after other animals have fell off and died. That's Capricorn. Sometimes we just got to wait for the rest of the animals to fall off and die. Sounds horrible. Here I am at 62 saying that because a lot of people I knew and loved are gone. And I, you know, if I would have gave up back then when they were all on top and I was nobody, I wouldn't be the Capricorntigress you're looking at right now, doing this reading right now. So you've got to hold on, Capricorn. Don't you dare give up. That is really the message here. Because it starts with the lover. So maybe this is about love. I feel like for some Capricorns, you might have a decision about love. You might have been burned by love. I know I had a couple of bad marriages, you know, several bad marriages. I think once you get past a couple, it's several. But you got the sun here. And the sun indicates that you can win. And you may win what it is. This is your judgment. Like you're meant to win. It is what it is. You're meant to win. Even in love, you're meant to win. You just got to be patient. There it is. You're meant to win. Just stop whining. Get out your 4 cups. Be patient. You're winning, okay? Just be patient. It's coming. I love that for myself because me and my daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. That is my affirmation, my mindless chatter, and I will say that I have been saying it all day. It's just a song now that I sing in my head. My daughter and I, and you got to sing it like you're Teddy Pendergrass. Okay, let's do it again. My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Or let's see, we can sing it like Betty, what's her name? It's got to be one of the old black women. It can't just be any old new person. It's got to be one of the old sounds. Like it's got to have that old Philly international sound. My daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. Oh, daughter and I are happy, healthy millionaires. Happy, healthy millionaires. I even made a whole group. It's called Happy Healthy Millionaires. You can find it on Facebook. And you're invited to join us at Happy Healthy Millionaires on Facebook. Okay? I'm moving on to the next sign, by the way, which is the sign of Aquarius. So no matter what, even if I have to come back tomorrow, which might happen, you know. Because like I said, I have not eaten. It's after 5:30. I've been at this for almost 2 hours. And it's going to be pain in the butt to edit, so I might just do this in 2 days. I'll come back tomorrow and we'll do the rest of the signs. Maybe I'll do that. Let's just see how much energy I have. Let's see how fast I go through Aquarius. Let's see. I might go to Pisces or Aries. Let's see how far I go. Let's see what I can do. So here I'm still singing Happy Healthy Millionaires. My daughter and I are happy healthy millionaires. So you guys, I've only told you that so that you know that I may be ending after Aquarius. So if anyone actually wants to do a super chat with me or go to hypesea.com / Capricorntigress to order, do that soon because I'm going to be stopping things, okay? Okay, so let's do this for Aquarius. I love Aquarius too, because if you've been listening to anything I've said tonight, I have Aquarius intercepted inside of my first house. So I also listen to Aquarius. But Aquarius, the first message you got was the 8 of Wands. I like the 8 of Wands. You know why? Because to me, the 8 of Wands is a purpose card. Why is that? Well, usually with the 8 of Wands, you see the wands, right? They're all straight. They're all going in one direction. And they're going usually quickly. Like usually the 8 of Wands is some kind of quick movement. I'm going to tell you exactly what this book says about the 8 of Wands. And this might be my last for you guys. Because you see I'm starting to sweat. It has the nerve to be getting hot in this. I'm so upset about it getting hot. It was doing good, but it's gotten hot again. So Eight of Wands, okay, this is what it says here. It's speed, velocity, travel, making split-second decisions. This is about decisions, right? An upcoming positive resolution, haste, good news. It is all going in one direction. It is going fast. It's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy and I swiftly face my desires head on. Okay, Aquarius? You are going quickly. You're air, so I could see that, right? Air moving quickly. The sun. I love it. Congratulations, Aquarius. Because the sun, first of all, this could be your partner. Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. Do you see that sweat on my forehead? I'm literally sweating. Wow. I definitely need to put the air conditioner on. But I feel like this is, first of all, that you're going to win. Whatever you're doing, Aquarius, you're going to win. But you could also be bringing in a partner. And it could come in quickly. It could be a Leo, okay? But it could just be you shining. I just feel like Leo, Aquarius, you could shine and you could definitely win, especially when you use your intuition. Like that higher knowledge, that inner knowing of something that you know you should do, especially when you go inside. You know, you go into yourself and you get yourself to a place where you feel centered. I mean, look how centered in this she is. She's literally floating in the air. She's totally centered. So sometimes we need to leave, you know, space with others and go into our own space where we are alone and we can meditate and we can pray and we can get centered again. And I think when you do that and you come out and you start working with other people, you're going to celebrate. I see a celebration, especially on maybe some project you were working on. Oh yeah, you're winning. Victory. Complete and total victory right here. You win. You might be just thinking about it and dreaming about it right now, thinking, oh, one day I like to go to Paris to see, you know, the Eiffel Tower. And if I could, I would have this business and it would make no child. You're ready to do this. You just need to do it. The full. Take action. Stop just dreaming about it. It's time to do it. Oh, and inside of you, you got so many creative ideas. Aquarius, you're bubbling over with creative ideas. You've got so much creativity. You've already thought this through, haven't you? You know what you want to do. You created it in your mind. I don't know if this is an internal struggle or you're literally fighting with somebody. The fight of whatever you're doing with maybe the fight is inside of yourself. You might be fighting yourself, keeping yourself from this experiencing what wants to come in. I sense that. On the bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. You're walking away from that. Walk away from that. Stop fighting yourself. Stop holding yourself back to whatever's been holding you back because something greater wants to come into you. And child, you've got a whole bunch of major arcana. And I'm just going to go over it really quickly to make sure you get what I'm trying to tell you. Empress says right away, you are filled with so many ideas. Okay, Aquarius. First of all, Aquarius is known as the inventor in astrology. I don't know if you know that. In astrology, Aquarius is known as the brilliant one. Brilliance, inventiveness, one of a kind, unique, all you, okay? That is Aquarius. Okay, but with the Empress, she's creating things, and you may be creating things. And the Fool is right after that, saying, go for it, do it, jump off a ledge, don't be afraid, create that thing, do that thing, make that thing, be that thing. And the Hermit is saying, look, I am meditating and praying and doing my affirmations, so I am going to get there. I'm going to use my higher mind, high priestess, to do it. I'm going to use my intuition, my crown chakra. That it's going to tell me what to do. I'm going to know it. I'm going to know from a spiritual level how to do the thing. And when I know that, when I do that, when I act on that, I am going to win. And all of my little creative babies are going to make me so much money. I'm going to be so successful. And I am walking away from poverty for good. Anyway, I get so excited. That's my message for you, Aquarius. I believe that with all my heart. You are walking away. You are going to win, whatever it is you're doing. So congratulations. You're definitely winning. So if you are an Aquarius, let me know in the comments that you are an Aquarius. And you guys, I have decided that I am going to do this. I'll do this. I will come back tomorrow and I will finish the other 6 zodiac signs. That is going to be Aries, or excuse me, Pisces through Cancer. And I will do that. And I might even come back tonight. No, I'll schedule it. I'll tell you what, I'll schedule it again on Hype C for tomorrow. That way, anybody who didn't get a reading, or, you know, if you want to get a personal reading, you can get a chance to do it tomorrow. And, or you know, do a super chat or something like that. Or if you're, yeah. Or if I didn't get to your sign, then you know I'm coming back tomorrow. And I'll do it again at 4 o'clock. So you know that it's going to be the exact same time, okay? Anyway, I'm going to record this. So this is going to be recorded. So all the first 6 signs that I did today, which is Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. This is going to be uploaded onto YouTube. I'll try to make shorts and stuff like that, or, you know, something edited so you can get this individually. But I'll make sure I do that, okay? Much love to you. Much love to anybody who was with me over the last almost 2 hours, an hour and 36 minutes. It's been my pleasure. I will be back tomorrow to finish the other 6 zodiac signs. And again, this has been Capricorntigress. Many blessings to you. And thank you for your support. Bye. Oh, wait, let me go ahead and do this here. Okay, here we go.